Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here for what I didn't realize was going to be a massive book haul. I didn't keep track of how many books I was getting this month until I just tried to gather them all together, and the pile is obscene. I literally couldn't even hold all of them for my thumbnail shot, and that's saying something because I'm pretty beastly. So I'm just gonna get into it. I have a lot of packages that are already opened, I'm gonna be honest. I can't let books sit in an envelope, but I have a lot of mail that I got. I have a little bit of a book outlet haul that I didn't really feel like filming, just on its own, so those are gonna get included. And I have just miscellaneous books. So I'm just gonna get into it so that this video is not like an hour long, because it's gonna be really long. Get some popcorn, make a cup of tea. Let's go through all the books that I accumulated. So going back to the very end of June, beginning of July, I'm not positive if I hauled this. If I already did, I apologize for doing it again, but I really don't think I did. But I picked up a copy of The City of Mirrors by Kernan. This is the third and God, I hope the final book in the Passage trilogy. These books are quite massive. This is the smallest one of them, but this is a long, ongoing adult sci-fi series that is kind of vampire related, but it spans a really long time period. But I've just been reading the series for a while, so I had to pick up the third one so that I can finally finish the series. Next up, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have already seen this stuff, and if you've watched any of my recent videos, you know that I've already been reading these, but I did a thing. It was this. I literally bought the entire Throne of Glass series. After I finished reading A Court of Mist and Fury, I had the worst book hangover ever, and I just needed more. So I did this. I bought all of them. I had a coupon, and there was free shipping, so I literally bought the entire series for $40, I think. I did it. I finally did it, guys. The next book that I, of course, have to mention, because there was some hubbub this month as far as the subscription box situation that has been solved, and everybody's amazing. I love both businesses, but I got multiple copies of the Savage Song, so again, this will be going into the giveaway for you guys, but figured I'd mention this because I acquired 2 copies of this month. And I'm gonna hop into my little book outlet haul. They had a sale. I think it was just their summer sale that they did, but I bought just a couple books, and by a couple I mean 6, but I mean that's pretty average for a book outlet haul, so I'm just gonna do those. They're not in the box anymore, so it's not an unboxing, but it's the same thing. The first book that I picked up is Unthinkable by Nancy Whirlen. Nancy Whirlen is kind of an auto-buy author for me. She wrote the book called Impossible, and I loved that book. It was out a really long time ago, but it's a book that is based off of the Scarborough Fair poem / song thing. But I love her writing. Her writing is very lyrical and very poetic. And also I had not heard of this, but look at the cover. I mean, I'm not really for faces on the cover, but this is a really cool cover. I also picked up a copy of a book that I've been seeing go around, and I figured I would get it now while I saw it because I want to read it in the wintertime, but that is called Winterspelt, and this is by Claire Legrand. This is supposed to be a retelling of the Nutcracker. That is something that has not been touched in any book world, so I'm pretty excited for this. I'm going to save it for wintertime. It's really pretty. You can't see that, I like the spine. It's a fancy pants book. Why is she holding a dagger? Who knows? I'm gonna find out in the wintertime though. I grabbed a copy of a book that I've had my eye on for a while, but I never really wanted to buy it full price, but I finally got it, and that is The Inventor's Secret, and this is by Andrea Kramer. This is the first book in a new steampunk series. Andrea Kramer wrote the Nightshade series, the werewolf series, a long time ago, and this is a new series that she's coming out with. I've recently kind of gotten into steampunk books, and I'm starting to just grab them when I see them, so I was really excited to see this on there. The next book that I picked up was in their 50% off section thing they have every week. They had YA books in there, and I have never heard of this book, but I am really excited to have it because it sounds right up my alley. And that is Starbird Murphy and the World Outside by Karen Finneyfrock. That's a great last name, Finneyfrock. You sound like a little pixie or something. This book is about a girl who has grown up in a commune and has never experienced the modern world. It says that she's never touched a dollar bill, she's never been in a car, she's never used a cell phone, and I'm assuming she's about to enter the world outside. And I love commune type books. I don't know why, it's more of a curiosity thing, but I really enjoy reading those. So I was really excited to pick this up for like $1.50 or whatever it was, but this just sounds really cool. If anybody's read this, let me know. I saw a couple of you guys hauling this, so I know you guys got it too. I also finally got a copy of Dreams in Rust, and this is by Sarah Fine. This is the sequel to the Of Metal and Wishes book. I believe it's just a duology. I think it's just these two. I have not read the first one, but I've been waiting to get this one so that I can read it. The first one is, as far as I can tell, a really interesting Asian retelling of the Phantom of the Opera, which is again another story that I never thought would get a retelling or see the light of the retelling day, but it just sounds amazing, and I know that this has been on Book Outlet before, so I was just waiting for it to show back up, and it finally did, so I'm really glad that I got it. Also, there's a book that every single time I am in Target or if I'm in a bookstore, I pick it up and then I make myself put it back down. And then I saw that they have the hardcover version on Book Outlet and I like squealed a little bit. So this is what made me place the order. That is The Book of Speculation by Erica Swyler. This book, A, is gorgeous. It's a phenomenal looking book. That's why I pick it up. But this book is like everything that grabs my attention in a book. It's about a librarian, it's about books, it's about a woman who lives alone. Her sister ran off with the circus a long time ago, and this woman is just living her mundane librarian life when a book shows up on her doorstep that documents this circus from like the 1700s, and there's like mystical things that happen there. And okay, circuses, books about books, things that are beautiful. These are all things that I love in books. So I have been wanting this book since it came out, which is like fairly recent. This is a really new release, but I am really pumped about it. So I was really excited to see this on Book Outlet. Okay, and getting into the book packages, I don't have all of the books still in their package. Some of them I threw away. I don't know what happened. I just have a huge stack of yellow envelopes right here. So the next couple books that I have are through this like book exchange thing that my friends and I did through Facebook. I know it goes around different social medias, but it's one of those things that looks like a chain email, or it looks like a pyramid scheme, because it kind of is, where you copy and paste a status update, calling all your book lover friends to share it, and whoever likes your status, you send them a message, and they will mail a book to the person that you got that post from, and then the chain continues down the line, so whoever shares from your friends send you a book. So it's definitely pyramid schemey, and it's very like sketchy, but all of my friends actually did it prior to me, and they actually were getting books. So I was like, you know what? What's it gonna hurt? If nothing else, I'm gonna send a book to a person that I know, and they'll like it. If I don't get a book out of it, no big deal. So I've been getting books. They can come in various different states because you don't want to spend a fortune on a book that's going to somebody that you may not know, so they can come in like a library edition or a brand new or used. So I've gotten a bunch of them. One of the ones that I got is The Time Traveler's Wife, which I'm really excited about. I have never read this, but I know it's kind of a modern classic and that I should be reading it, so I was really excited to get this. Alrighty, next envelope. The next one that I got through this program is The Lake House, and this is by Kate Morton. I don't know much about this. It's a very familiar sounding title, so if any of you have read this, let me know what you think of it, but it's a gorgeous book, and a lot of these are adult books, which I appreciate because they're generally not books that I would have bought myself, but I got sent to me for free from random people. The next envelope I have, and they also come with little like notes you can choose to like send a note being like, I really hope you enjoy this. Shotgun Love Songs, and this is by Nicholas Butler. This sounds very cool. It sounds very like modern hipstery, but in a good way. It sounds like just a very cool modern adult contemporary, but more on like the guy side, which I always look for books like that where it's not like just a romance book. The next book that I got through that is this amazing edition of His Dark Materials that is massive. It's literally a bind up of all three. It's the Golden Compass, the Subtle Knife, and the Amber Spyglass. And it's like that gorgeous, floppy, amazing paperback version that I'm really excited, because I read The Golden Compass back when I was in middle school or elementary school. I couldn't tell you much about it other than I remember the polar bear and I remember hot chocolate from it. That's all I got. So I'm really excited to have gotten this because I don't even think I have my copy anymore. And I believe the last packagey thing from this part that I've gotten so far is The Bone Season, and this is by Samantha Shannon. I still have not read this. I remember when this came out, there was a lot of hype around it, like 7 or 8 books long series that I have been meaning to get to, but I've never picked it up. So I finally did, and I'm pretty excited because it's the paperback version. And again, it's like the flappy version. So excited for that. Alrighty guys, I've got like more envelopes going on. So these are review books that I was sent. So the first envelope is one that I'm pretty excited because I actually talked to the author and I knew this was coming, but it is an advanced copy of The Order of Omega by Kristin Martin. I reviewed The Alpha Drive, which is the first book in the series, and this is coming out soon, so she sent a copy to me to read and enjoy, and I'm going to review it for her. So if you wanted to know more about this series, I have my review for this up. I will leave it linked down below. And the next envelope is from Simon & Schuster, so thank you, Simon & Schuster. And the book, you've already seen this if you watch my recent videos, is Gemini. I've already reviewed this. I loved it. It's amazing. It is a YA contemporary debut author, and this is amazing. It's about conjoined twins, and I loved it. My review will be linked down below. I also requested a copy of A Darkly Beating Heart, and this is by Lindsay Smith from Macmillan, so thank you Macmillan for sending this to me. This sounds like a very cool parallel timeline type book that takes place in ancient Japan and modern Japan. It's about a girl, I believe she's visiting her relatives in Japan, and while she's there, she slips backwards in time to 1862 of Japan. So that sounds exciting. I just really wanted to read this, so I was lucky enough for them to send me a copy, so thank you again, Macmillan. And the last envelope literally came today. So this was sent to me by Penguin Random House Canada. Why? I don't know, but it had a custom sticker on it, and I was like, what is this? It's a book. But I'm really excited for this. This is Once in a Town Called Moth, and this is by Trilby Kent. I requested this for review, so thank you so much, Penguin Random House Canada, for sending this to me. This is actually another book about a girl who lived in a small Mennonite community in Bolivia, and then she came to Toronto. So both of those are locations that I don't really read about that much, and it's about a girl experiencing life outside of the Mennonite community, which is kind of also along the same vibes of being really appealing to me. So I am really glad that I got this. It's a gorgeous cover. Look at it. Look at the braid. It's beautiful. So reviews for those books will be coming up soon. Thank you to all of the publishers and all of the miscellaneous strangers that send me books. Thank you to my bank account for supporting my book outlet hauling and my Throne of Glass hauling. I believe that's it. I don't know how many books that is. I take that back. I'm also getting Harry Potter tomorrow, so by the time this video goes up, I will already have my hands on Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, so just lump that into this haul. It's just gonna be in there. You can't see it yet, but it's in my hands, kind of. Okay, so this video is really, really long. I hope you guys enjoyed my obscene amount of books that I accumulated this month. So I hope you guys are reading some amazing books, and I'll see you guys in my next video.